people of Darfur in New York, 2 persons in people of Darfur. We're going to present 2 questions and questions for every other part of the state. The first question will be for my father.
Thank you so much, Mr. Luis-Moreno Ocampo, for being with us here. And also, thank you so much for waking us up. We are sleeping so long. And I'm going to tell you clearly, we are behind you, and we are ready to work with you to bring the perpetrators to justice. Because no peace without the justice. If you bring the justice, you pave the road for the peace. That is the solid foundation for the peace. So we need the justice first before a peace. My question is, we are ready to play the role to bring the perpetrators to justice. I know our people inside the Sudan, they cannot speak on themselves. How? Is there any way we've been trained? We are able to go inside the Darfur to get the evidence. Documented evidence, I'm talking. Is there any way you can train those Darfurians in diaspora to go inside the Darfur and document those evidence you need so that help you to indict more perpetrators? Thank you so much.
Thank you for your offer to collect evidence. Thank you for your offer. And in fact, I can tell you that incredible people who came to see us providing evidence, people who find a person who escaped from Sudan with a document in the shoes, hidden in the shoes, and he was crossing the customs just to arrive to give us documents. So they are heroes. But we don't need evidence. We have the evidence. We don't need evidence. What I mean is this court has no, the implementation of the court decision depends on the Security Council, depends on the ambassadors, depends on the African Union. That's why, that's what we need. We need you knocking the door of the African Union. The chairperson of the African Union imagine this. Okay, he has to know he got a constituency here. Because if not, he's presenting this idea, oh, this is a court against Africans. So he has to understand the victims are Africans, the victims are Muslims, the victims are Arabic. So yes, we need protection. So I need you knocking the door of the diplomats, knocking the door of the African Union, explaining them why they have to protect your people. That's what we need.
Thank you very much. The second question is for Rwanda and Raymond. They are law affairs, and they are representing many Darfurians and recognized by the ICC. I would like to give them 2 minutes to speak on behalf of their constituents.
Blessed Ramadan. We are Wanda Aikens and Raymond Brown. We are lawyers who practice before the ICC, and we represent the only Darfurian victims who have been recognized by the International Criminal Court. Mr. Ocampo is familiar with us, and many of you who we've met with, and indeed some of the people we represent are here tonight. And we just want to encourage you to do what Mr. Ocampo says, and that is to have a voice, to ask to participate with the court. The process is very long, it's tedious, it's hard, but we're here to help you do it. And we have accomplished it. We have 11 victims who have been recognized by the International Criminal Court.
Answering Mr. Ocampo's first question, we were not born in Darfur. But in the last 5 years, we have embraced this cause as our own, and we have followed your work closely. One point and one question I wanted to raise was, it is important, though it is hard to do, for the Darfurian people to speak as much as possible with one voice. That is critical, if you can organize it. And the question I ask of you, Mr. Ocampo, is that given the short time span in which the Security Council is likely to be debating a possible deferral of this investigation, which of the African regimes do you think are most likely to listen and perhaps change their position or to be open to Darfur, especially if they point out that 3 of the 4 situations involve invitations from African heads of state?
No, what I can tell you is, of course, Bashir is looking at African Union and the Arab League and the Islamic Conference protecting him. That's what he's trying to do and he's campaigning. But he sent Alicante to South America looking for support. He went to Cuba, Venezuela, Argentina, Brazil. He was not supported in Cuba, in Venezuela, Argentina, Brazil. He got some wars in Cuba. In African Union, the first meeting was in which Mr. King, who is the new chairperson of the African Union, arrived few weeks before we presented the case. And he was in some way driving that this was a big mistake because he would have a different plan. So Mr. King is personally very important. He's the chairperson of the African Union. He is the voice of the African Union, and he took a very strong position to protect Bashir with the argument that the war is against Africa. Behind Mr. King is, yes, Sudan of course, but also South Africa. Why South Africa was in this position? Basically, President Mbeki was deeply involved in the negotiations to the South and North Agreement. And he was traveling to Khartoum each month for the last 2 years to discuss with Salva Kiir and Mr. Bashir this agreement. So he is not against Darfur, but he was worried about the South-North agreement. That's why he presented his position. But now Mbeki is fine. And it's important, South Africa is very important, if you ask me. South Africa is really important because South Africa is a member of the Security Council. And South Africa is very important. The ambassador here is very important and he received your opinion and your points. South Africa, I would say, is key. The other country from Africa in the Security Council is Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, the Foreign Affairs Minister of Burkina Faso is also the mediator in the crisis. Yes, they need, the President of Burkina Faso normally talks very loudly against crimes in Darfur, but they would like to receive your input. I think it's important if you convince African leaders to talk,